This region, the Hunter, is literally teeming with amazing produce. From the lake and the sea, we get an abundance of seafood. We also have primary producers producing meat, game, poultry, right on our doorstep. We really are very lucky to have such amazing resources.
So for me, matching food and wine is not only a job, but it's a passion. It's about bringing the food and wine together and knowing them to create an amazing experience.
From sea and paddock to plate, we really strive to create menus that are seasonal, relevant, and really take advantage of everything that the Hunter region has to offer.
I appreciate wine from all over Australia and the world. We're really lucky to have some great producers in the Hunter Valley. They excel on the world stage, and that's something that's really evident on the Bacchus wine list.
We're touring through the Hunter and talking to some of our primary producers, getting to know their products and getting to know just exactly why their products make it onto our menus.
I'm going to explore the wines of this region, the different grape varieties and their characteristics. We'll look at some of the country's oldest and most innovative wineries, and we'll find the perfect drop to go with what's on our menu.
Working with somebody like Trent is really fantastic. He's passionate about the wine industry from the vineyard to the table, and working together is really amazing.
Tim is an award-winning chef, and by working with him, we both get the opportunity to push the boundaries of food and wine harmony.
We're here in the gorgeous Conjoy Valley in the Hunter to speak with Helen and Rob Dybor about snails Bon Appetit and their beautiful snail farm here. Everyone talks about Hunter and seafood and Semillon. Why not talk about snails and Chardonnay? I think it's a pretty interesting flavour combination. So we'll go inside, have a chat with Helen and Rod and see exactly why they chose to farm snails in the Hunter.
There's another pair up in here somewhere that we're mating. Yeah, I disturbed them, unfortunately.
Did you? How would you like yourself being disturbed when you're mating?
No.
Well,
No, I forgot to keep.
we've been,
Hello. G'day, Helen.
Hi Tim, how are you?
Very well. Good to see you.
Welcome to Snails Bon Appetit.
Thank you very much.
And the Hunter, the home of the Australian snail.
Well, this is fantastic. It's really good to see, finally see exactly what you do here.
Yes, nice to have you here after all this time.
Heliculture is an interesting choice of profession. How did you and Rob get into this game?
Well, in 1985, Rob and I read an article about a man farming snails in England, and we thought that would be a good thing to do because Robert loves snails, always eats snails.
They're just a beautiful texture. And the chef, if the chef is good, like Tim, then the flavours that he adds to the snail meat just compounds the experience of eating the snail.
Yeah, I know there's a lot of restaurants locally and in Sydney and Melbourne that have been using your snails. Was it hard to get off the ground? Did people really sort of come to it in Australia?
No, the chefs that we've had been fantastic.
Yeah.
Robert Molinese, he was our mentor in the beginning, and the chef network is fantastic. So it wasn't difficult at all.
Excellent. I've noticed that the snails are out and about today.
Yes.
There are certain times of year I can't put them on the menu. Are they seasonal or do they?
Yes, yeah, they hibernate in winter and live off their body fats. So as soon as it starts to get cold, they'll just go to sleep.
Okay. And I've got snails from you before live and purged them myself.
Yes.
Notice also you purge them here.
We do.
How do you usually prepare them to sale for other people?
We get them in from our growers and we purge them for a week, and that means we just clear their gut out and feed them water. Then we bag them in 10 dozen lots, put them in the fridge to put them to sleep.
Very humane.
Yes, yes, like they do the lobsters.
Oh, excellent. Well, speaking of dozen lots, I need to order about 15 dozen for this week.
Not a problem.
And we've also actually got a bit of a dinner on tonight with some guys from Tyrrell's. Trent and I are doing a bit of food and wine matching with the Chardonnay and hopefully some snails, some scallops. So if you and Rob would like to come along, that'd be fantastic.
That'd be lovely.
I'm also going to be a bit cheeky. I've noticed you've got some nasturtiums over there. I think they'd work really well with the dish. Do you mind if I purloin some?
No, take them.
Excellent.
Yes.
Escargot snails is an iconic French dish. It's great to see it being produced here in the Hunter at such high quality. We're serving it at the moment on our menu with kohlrabi, caviar, seared scallops, and it just works really well. The texture of the snail, they're succulent, they're great vehicles for flavour. They work really well with peppery things like nasturtiums and watercress and radish, and also with the sweetness of something like scallop or lobster. It just lends itself to great technique and great application.
I know Tim's been down at Bon Appetit today, sourcing some snails for his next dish. We're going to look for a wine that might suit this French-inspired entree. We're going to head in and talk to Chris Tyrrell, 5th generation winemaker here in the Hunter Valley, and homage to the history of winemaking in this region. I know Tim's creating a nice French-inspired scallop and escargot dish, and I was thinking Chardonnay might be a really good option to match to that. So I know you guys here at Tyrrell's do some fantastic Chardonnays, and I thought we'd come along and see what you've got on offer at the moment.
Yeah, thanks. We like to think we do some good Chardonnays here, and certainly will go well with the French-inspired dish. I guess the main one Tyrrell's is known for is the VAT 47 Chardonnay, which, quick history lesson, was actually the first commercially available Chardonnay in the country in 1971, made by my grandfather, basically because French Burgundies were getting too expensive. So he thought, bugger that, I'll make them myself.
Do you think that's the best option to have a look at first? Shall we have a taste of this?
There's no time like the present.
Perfect.
There you go. So this is the 2007 vintage, which is the current release.
Quite a lean style of Chardonnay, really nice citrus and a little bit of stone fruit going on there, good acidity. You've still got the oak there, but a really nice.
Yeah, not too much oak, so we only use about 30% new oak on that.
Sure.
So, and then the other two sections will be 30% 1-year-old, 30% 2-year-old, and for about 6 months, and then blend it up.
Perfect. Well, that's a fantastic Chardonnay, but I know you've got another one there to look at, so what's that one?
Yeah, the other one we have here is our Belford Chardonnay, which is a bit of an experimental one for us, always has been. So this is actually 100% new wood.
You can smell that extra oak on the nose straight away, can't you? So I mean, you know, the oak's there, but it's still in check with the rest of the wine, isn't it? It's still got good fruit and acid, and still a well-balanced wine, even though it's all new oak. Look, they're both great wines, but I think maybe for the dish we're looking at today, the VAT 47 might be the pick of choice.
I think so, yeah. A more complete wine.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Well, I know Tim's getting ready to cook that dish up, so why don't you come on up with us and we'll have a try of the wine and the food together.
Let's do it.
All right, excellent.
So what we're going to do is we're going to cook some of the beautiful Conjour Valley snails with some scallops, add a few other components to it, a sauce soubise, which is essentially a French butter and onion puree. Just a little bit of oil in a hot pan. We're going to saute the snails off first, then toss them in some garlic butter with some chives, bit of seasoning. These have been pre-poached, so all we have to do is really sear them, impart some flavour, and they become a real vehicle for the garlic. So we've got some garlic in here, give it a light saute, and it probably looks excessive, but I'm going to give it a fair bit of butter to almost create a bit of an emulsified sauce. So, sear them off. We're going to warm that garlic through, finish it with lemon juice and some fresh chives, then we're going to cook the scallops. That's looking pretty good, they're looking nice and hot. Garlic's nice and fragrant, bit of lemon juice. Fresh chive. And that's ready to go. So with the scallops, essentially want a hot pan, want a nice sear on them. We're just going to brush them with a little bit of butter. It may look excessive, but it's all flavour. Tiny, tiny bit of oil. Nice hot pan. Want a really good sear on the scallops, really sear in all their juices. Get a nice caramelised, nutty character with that butter and the natural sweetness of the scallop. Just going to brush the back with a little bit of butter as well. Fresh, beautiful scallops like this are in need of very, very little cooking. They're sashimi grade quality. So essentially you just want to give them a good sear. We're going to finish with some lemon juice once again, and then they'll be ready to serve. So we're just going to assemble the dish now. Just dress the plate a little bit. Really sort of nothing too formal. So now I'll put the scallops on the plate. Some of them are a little bit more caramelised than I would like, but we are cooking in a hut. Nice textures, nice colours. And now the snails. Just going to scatter these really naturally around the place, in and around it. Get that nice butter with the chive and garlic through it. A little bit of lemon juice, it sort of creates its own little sauce. These create beautiful texture. Really beautiful vehicles for flavour. And now we're going to garnish it. We've got some shiso, which is a nice citronella note. Works really well with this kind of dish as well. The aforementioned radishes. Also, can't forget the nasturtiums that we got from Helen this morning, and nasturtium flowers. Super fresh. And just finish it with a little bit of lemon juice. G'day, mate.
How's things?
Yeah, good. Good to see you.
All right, you too, yeah. Well, the dish was looking fantastic.
Yeah, thanks, mate. You got a nice Chardonnay to go with it?
Well, yeah, we've gone with the Tyrrell's VAT 47, so beautiful. I had a taste of it with Chris just down in the barrel room then, and I thought that'd go fantastic, so why don't you have a quick look and see what you think?
That's going to be sensational. Beautiful notes in there.
Dish was looking fantastic too.
Thank you. Just in time with that as well. Thank you very much.
You look like you've been working hard.
Yeah, well, I think we've got a few people out there we've got to feed, so why don't we get it out there and have a bit of a drink and a snack.
Yeah, let's get out and see what they think.
Excellent. G'day, guys.
Hello, Tim.
Just got the fruits of your labours. We've got with your lovely snails here. So if you'd like to have a try.
Wonderful.
I think Trent's admirably handling the wine.
Yeah, I've got a beautiful Chardonnay here to go with those scallops and escargot for you.
The Hunter's the oldest wine region in Australia, so it makes it one of the most important. I think the Hunter has this wonderful legacy that we need to keep promoting and keep preserving, more importantly. And obviously with the food, there's a lot of great producers as well as great restaurants. There's not much that you can't find here, which is obviously, I'm very spoilt living here.
Good work. Thank you very much. So cheers, maybe? Cheers. Cheers.
When I see you smile, well, I tell you it feels like coming home.
For the recipes and tasting notes in this episode, visit eatfreshdrinklocal.com. You can buy direct from our producer's farm gate or cellar door, or order online via their website. And to book a table in our restaurant next time you're in the Hunter, visit bacchusnewcastle.com.au.